Introducing the new fuel efficient, brand new made hydrogen fuel Ford Ranger car. 4x4, 4x4 off-road capability. Strong machine. Drives just like a regular car. You see, good shape. Many being produced just like this. This is one of the first of many. They're popping up all over the place. See them soon. Buy one soon.
Hydrogen fuel cell. In 1839, the Welsh scientist Sir William Robert Grove took the familiar electrochemical process of electrolysis, which uses electricity to produce hydrogen from water, and reversed it, generating electricity and water from hydrogen. Fuel cells have two major advantages over fossil fuels. First, they don't deplete the world's dying supplies of oil, which helps us preserve the existing supplies, and they can also reduce our dependency on foreign oil. Second, the only byproduct from fuel cells operation is heat and water, which means fuel cells don't produce pollution. This is vitally important at the time when carbon emissions from cars are believed to be promoting global warming.
Hello, I'm in the market for a new car, but something that's environmentally friendly. Do you have anything new?
Yeah, we just came up with something. It's called a hydrogen fuel engine car. They recently been made and leased in California, but now they're making their way to the East Coast. They've been leased. Been leased for $4.99 a month, and has a lot of benefits and very fuel efficient. The government and car industries are very excited about this because it's so fuel efficient and environmentally friendly.
That's good. How does this work then?
So let me explain. A lot of people don't understand this. What makes a hydrogen car possible is that there is a fuel cell, a device called a fuel cell or a PEM, which is specifically used in these cars, and it contains two electrodes, a negative charge anode, a negative charge anode and a positive charge cathode anode, and a catalyst and a membrane. Well, the hydrogen cell has two hydrogen molecules, and then it's forced into the anode, which in a catalyst breaks them up into two molecules, two ions, hydrogen ions. These ions are forced through the membrane, which is captured and harnessed for energy. The catalyst breaks up the molecule into two hydrogen ions, and this creates a flow of electricity. The membrane catches the electricity and makes it usable for the car and makes it run the car.
Alright, where will I get the hydrogen from?
Well, over in California, they have different hydrogen fueling stations, which catches the hydrogen and put it into these systems to make it usable for the cars, and the engine does the rest.
And how much is this car going to be for me?
Well, in California right now, it's $4.99 leasing, since the technology is not all developed yet, but as more and more in the next 20-30 years, the price is definitely going to decrease. So if you get the first car, then you're definitely going to be a good investment.
That's good, thank you. And most importantly, is this really as environmentally friendly as everybody says it is?
Well, like I said, the government and the car industries are very excited for it, so we're excited about it for sure, and so should the consumers.
That's good then. Can I go see the car then?
Yeah, of course. So we'll take a look at the fuel cell. So like I said before, this is the PEM fuel cell that would take the place of the engine in a regular car. So there are, like I said, the H2 would come in through either side here, and then it would get split up by the negative charge anode, and it would split into two ions, and then that would create a flow of electricity all in here. The flow of electricity would be harnessed by a membrane that would harness that, used to electrify the car. And we'll come around back to see where we could charge in the H2. Just like a regular car, you'd come out right to the back. Close it up. Just like a regular car, nothing new. It's starting to rain a little bit, so let's get some. It starts up just like a regular car, no issues right away. Same technology as on the phone. Put it right in drive, pull right out. Do a little circle right here. Drives nice, starts up right away. She drives very normal. Now we'll hit the road soon. So like I said earlier, past next 20, 30 years, there should be new technology, new systems to get the hydrogen in your car. Like the things you can put in your garage. Regular electric car, you can plug it in the garage and let it sit overnight. This same thing, you turn it on right here, and you just put it in your car like I showed you outside, and you're good for the day, probably the rest of the day. And if you can't do that overnight, then you stop on the stations. That should be right into regular gas stations like an Exxon or a Shell station, and fill up your car right then and there.
The cost of hydrogen fuel versus the cost of gasoline. The cost per gallon for hydrogen fuel is $1. The source cost is $1.50 per 1,000 gallons. The refinery cost is $700. Miles per gallon of hydrogen fuel is 81 miles. The cost per gallon of gasoline is $2.32. The source cost is $101.14 per barrel and $1.98 per gallon.
So come out and buy the new hydrogen fuel cell engine Ranger. It's a really good car. You should come out and buy it. It's really good.